It's tough being the short person on the podium sometimes, and I'm almost always, when I have the good fortune of being up on the podium, I'm almost always the shortest guy. So
often at the top of the podium, so who cares? Anyway, we have the start list. Tom Leibischer from Germany, he is the hope of the future. Then we have Beaumont from 2. Right down at the bottom, Maxime Richard. Well, he probably didn't even have time to warm down because he was racing 20 minutes ago.
He probably just stayed on the water, and it's impressive that he raced his K1 500 as hard as he did, because his money's probably on the K1 200.
That's what the coach, I was speaking to the management a few minutes before, and they say, yeah, okay, if he wants to race it, he wants to race it. And he's not going to be competing in the next couple of weeks. He's going to do some river racing. Here's your man.
Here's Mark de Jong. Certainly one of the strongest kayakers on the water in terms of the amount of weight he can move. Oleg Kharitonov. He's a good young guy. He's trained in Canada before. I think he, if I'm not mistaken, he used to race for the Ukraine. I've actually sat in a K4 with Oleg before.
Okay.
Here's Cesar de Cesar from Ecuador, the bus driver. Used to drive a bus, or a truck, I suppose. He's got like a cartoon of himself driving a truck on one of his boats.
He came
over with a taxi cab.
Yeah,
he came from Argentina. He used to race for Argentina back when he was a junior, and then when they brought the 200s back, he was one of the guys that said, well, I can do that, and he certainly can. He's showing us that he can. So we're getting these guys lined up with the camera here on Mark de Jong, the pride of Halifax, Nova Scotia. He's the only Canadian medalist from Nova Scotia last year at the London Olympics.
Maxime Richard.
Looking strong, despite just probably didn't get off the water, as you said. You can see lane 9 angling his boat. Maxime Richard probably has a different set of boat skills, being a downriver paddler. Great start, particularly from the Russian Artem from lane 8.
And Ed McKeever this week, as opposed to last week, has got himself off to a good start. Early in the season for him, got married, more relaxed than last season, but it's really, really close at the moment.
It is close, and I think you can probably see Oleg Kharitonov in lane 4 is off to a really good start, as is Tom Leibischer in lane 1 from Germany. Good head-on shot there from Oleg.
And it looks like Tom Leibischer from the top of the lane is going to take it.
It does look like Tom from the top. Yep.
Ooh, going to be very close.
Very close. I think it might be a little bit too close to call. The Serbian from lane 6 with his hand out, wondering himself what position he's come. I think he's probably top 3.
And Ed McKeever put in a call of, well, very close in the last 3 or 4 meters.
So Maxime Richard just paddling in now. I guess he was a little bit tired, as is to be expected. Tom Leibischer, young German man, really impressive. Sometimes it's difficult racing in lane 1 and 9, really far away from the action. Not sure what we saw from Maxime Beaumont. He's in K2 with Sebastian Jouve, so he's got a lot to handle right now. I'd like to see the replay to see where they... it's really difficult when you only got 35 seconds to...
I think the first 7 or 8 were within a second of each other. That's what it's all about, though, isn't it? Here, look how close it is there. Ooh.
So, that's just too close to call. And the top 3 are definitely Cesar de Cesar, Marko Drava Slajevic from Serbia, and Tom Leibischer from Germany. That's your podium. I'm confident in saying that's your podium, but nobody's more than 2 meters off of each other, with the exception of Maxime Richard.
Well, Marco seems happy with himself. He's won.
He seems to be claiming it. He's
claimed
it.
The official at the moment. Came 7th last week in second.
Serbia is certainly showing up to this regatta, and last week as well. Lots of really impressive, strong paddling from the Serbians.
Dalma won the 500 meters, the C2 1000s won, and obviously the K4 1000s that beat the Hungarians. So a lot of great victories.
Yeah, really impressive. Surprising, actually, that impressive.
But clearly, it shows a small nation can get their act together and get some good coaches, apparently, and it makes all the difference.
Yeah, good tradition in paddling in this part of Europe. We've got lots of strong paddling. If you think about the number of paddlers that come from Hungary, Slovakia, the Czech Republic, and Serbia, which sort of all used to be under one flag at some time. It's really impressive to see the density of how many people are paddling. So there you have your final results. It's surprising, actually, that we see such a gap between Marco and Tom Leibischer, sorry.